It's 90.3 KEXP, where the music matters, and I am down the hallway in our studio welcoming James Vincent McMorrow and his band here this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
You ready to go? We're live on KEXP.org as well. You can watch this session take place as we go. So if you're ready, I'd love to hear some songs.
Cool.
And someone hears a laugh somewhere underneath, caught between a reeling, mirroring the beat. But I no longer fish, and the years asleep, so no sense of holding, staring aimlessly. I wanna go south in the river, Glacier slow, in the heart of the winter. Oh, I wanna go south in the river, face it alone, in the heart of the winter. And this would celebrate, this would settle. South in the river, face it alone, in the heart of the winter. Oh, I wanna go south in the river, face it alone, in the heart of the winter. Someone is ringing a bell. It chimes to the shimmering shell. It once was my vision of love. Now it's my vessel anchor. Heat from the toilet, melting the outer wells with hope. Blood from a deep cut, some of the rest to flow. Sometimes my hands, they don't feel like mine. I need someone to love, I need someone to hold. Sometimes my hands, they don't feel like mine. I need someone to love, I need someone to hold. Sometimes my hands, they don't feel like mine. I need someone to love, I need someone to hold. Sometimes my hands, they don't feel like mine. I need someone to love, I need someone to hold.
It's KEXP, man, hitting that note this early too.
It's hot in here. There's a little touch and go
It's
there.
a little hot, it's a little early, but man, some people can't even speak this early. I can say that with authority, but you just nailed it. James Vincent McMorrow and his band. And James, you have a band here. I'd really love you to introduce everybody here playing right now.
Yeah, over here playing keys, and it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Is Mr. Jay Wilson. Over playing drums is Paul Kenny.
Good to see you, Paul.
It's not his birthday though.
No,
So-
sorry,
so
Paul.
it's
You're not a
under what-
special today.
Everything
Sorry.
is less important. And then over here playing guitar on the next song is Miss Jill Deering.
Good to see you as well. How are you celebrating your birthday besides this, of course? Do you guys actually get to, or is it just on the road?
Well, yeah, we're going to Vancouver today. So.
Vancouver. You'll celebrate it in Canada. So you guys played last night at the Crocodile.
Yeah.
I was so confused as to where. I thought you were coming in from Canada. at
You
one
thought we were
point.
coming from Canada and playing the Sunset.
You wouldn't be here in time, I'm pretty sure. It's
Yeah.
sometimes tough to get over the border. But you played the Croc last night. You said a great show?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah?
The US shows so far have been incredible. Just because they're smaller shows than we've been playing recently, but there's an energy in the room that is kind of unbelievable. We're like, yeah, the last 3 or 4 have just been crazy.
That kind of answers my next question. I was going to ask, you're in America, you've been here a little bit. I know you've been here before. Is there something about touring here and something special about that? Is there something that jumps out at you? And would it be those shows so far that has really jumped out at you?
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, and the year's been incredible so far, but it's just, there's something about the US, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here. There's something really kind of romantic about it.
Yeah?
From my perspective anyway, when I was growing up, all the musicians that I loved predominantly were Americans, and yeah, there's just something. It's so vast, it's so widescreen. There's something about it, there's just the epicness of it all.
And as a musician, is that one of the goals? Is it to tour America? Is not even maybe you're having a successful tour, but just to tour America? I know for bands, it's a difficult. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So is that something too that shows you're at a certain point in your career that?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think touring on any level in the US is always was always one of my goals.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can do it on this level and we can bring the full crew and the full lighting is a pretty big thing for me. It's great. So yeah.
Well, Post Tropical, one of my favorite albums so far. It's a lovely album.
Thank you.
And there's many early mornings when I'm looking for something early to play, and you're like, I need something emotional with something to, and every song on there works.
Well,
thank you so much for making it. And as we mentioned, you are heading up to Vancouver today, and then more U.S. states.
Yeah. Well, we're in Canada for 4, I think, in a row, and then, or maybe less, 3 in a row. I have no idea. I'm terrible. And then back into the U.S. for Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, then back into Canada again, then back into the US again, and then all the way back after the second show in New York. We come back to Coachella, and then we're back here for like a week and a half. So it's like a big odd-shaped circle.
It is going to seem vast by the end of this.
Yes.
That is going to prove correct.
Yeah.
You were a little under the weather too, correct? You had strep throat not too long ago?
2 days ago, yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Feeling better, obviously?
Yeah.
You're here.
Well, yeah, I'm not feeling worse. Yeah, no, I couldn't have felt much worse. Yeah, it was a real disappointment. First time I've ever had to cancel a show.
Oh, man.
So but we've rescheduled this for the end of after the second Coachella, so all's well.
It'll be a part of the Weird Circle.
It'll be the last little tail on the Weird Circle.
Can you tell me where you recorded the album?
Yeah, in Texas.
I wanted to make sure before I asked that question. Yeah. You look for just facts and about the record, and I'm reading this, and it's 8 months on a farm in Texas near the Mexican border while in seclusion. I thought I should ask if that's actually true.
Well, it wasn't. It was about 8 months of recording all in all, but I spent a lot of time in Ireland doing pre-production, and then found the studio in Texas.
Wow.
So I went and lived there and made the album there over the course of, I don't know, was it 40 or 50 days of just constant work. So yeah, it's an amazing studio called the Sonic Ranch.
Yeah?
Yeah, really special joint. And I have no doubt you've had quite a few people come through in the last while, because that was how it kind of came to my attention, was other bands. Beach House had made a record there, and Portugal the Man, and Animal Collective. And everybody just seemed so taken with the place, and also the man that runs it seemed like quite a compelling guy. And he was just whatever I needed. I'm a guy from Ireland, and the prospect of going to Texas was so alien to me.
I bet.
And trying to bring gear and those types of things. And he was just like, you don't need anything, just show up, and if we don't have it, we'll buy it. He was committed. So
that's great to hear.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Awesome.
Really special place.
Well, it turned out very well.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here playing songs from it. Do you have a couple more for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Go.
I was in a fire in a love, covered up in hard done
KEXP. A little tuning.
Yeah, it's not dead air. It's tuning.
It's dead air. It's cool. It's dead air and tuning. I should say that when I have dead air. I'm just tuning. James Vincent McMorrow's here and played last night at the Crocodile Show. Is coming up in Canada, and I got one more for us.
Yeah, this is called Cavalier.
Speak until the dust settles in the same specific place. Light refused to go. Drink it from a cast and iron plate instead of cold milk. Suffered unripe instead of silence. Considered craving. Nothing made it seem hidden where the aged soul is pure, pressed against the crease. Mountains become fragrant at the source. So can you stand this? 'Cause how they can go. I read it somewhere that they would last still. I remember how close flexing with the forest gloom, half wasting, high raised arm, kicking at the slightest foam. I remember my first love. I remember my first love. And under light I was called missing teeth, I was favored. Nickel beach, it was all gathering by the sundown. And how I woke hard, how I woke heavy from the half rain stop. 5 whole hours in, and I woke hard, how I woke heavy with the lava parts. And I remember how close
Damn, man, that's pretty. Nice work. God, that's great. Thank you so much to all you guys for coming in. Happy birthday, Jay. Thanks for spending it with us here on the morning show. James, thank you for bringing the band in and being here this morning. I wish you nothing but success on this tour and this record. Post Tropical is just one of my favorites of the year, and so glad you could come in today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Big thank you to our video team as well. We want to thank everyone involved with the live webcast of this, and Scott and Luke and Shelly and Jim, and we want to thank Kevin Suggs, as always, for making everybody sound good.